All fictional narratives are set somewhere inside a submarine, on a mountaintop, in a mall parking lot. The settings usually only matter to that aspect of the story, but every now and then you can fall in love with an environment in the movies. Christmas in Connecticut is a terrible Warner Brothers comedy from 1945, a seasonal bonbon with a preposterous plot full of comedic contrivances and coincidences. It's about a woman, played by the great Barbara Stanwyck, who writes a cozy column in a major magazine extolling the virtues of cooking fabulous meals in her magnificent country home for her husband and baby. She's like a wartime Martha Stewart, except only on paper. So when her publisher demands that she entertain a war hero over the Christmas holidays, she is obliged to find a country home and a husband and a baby, and fast. Of course, she falls in love with the war hero, and in the end, all her lies are exposed and forgiven so that everyone may live happily ever after. It's junk, and even Stanwyck can't really save it. But that house! The main room is fantastic, so huge that the actors and the director can't resist crossing the length of it over and over and over again. The piano by the slanted window, the magnificent fireplace. Then there's the study, cozy and livable. From house to hotel. The star of the movie Hotel is the St. Regis, a giant four-star luxury hotel in New Orleans in the mid-60s. Only the most fabulous people stay there. Rod Taylor plays the hotel manager, handsome and dapper and always under control. He has to deal with the stupid owner, a resident thief, a royal couple with a shady past, and a potential buyer, a vulgar man with a gorgeous girlfriend. He realizes too late that the girl is meant to distract him so that a sting can be set up. A black couple show up and are denied a room, which is manufactured as a press scandal meant to discredit the current management. Throughout, we see the lobby, the games rooms, private suites.
When somebody wants a real dinner, this is still the place to come.
Offices, all particularly beautiful. As a child, I wanted to be Rod Taylor, and I wanted to be a hotel manager, walking through luxurious surroundings with complete authority. The message seems to be giant luxury hotels are going extinct, replaced with low-cost populist hotel chains. But luxury hotels never really went away. They just got more expensive.
Un verre qui tombe. Parois de verre. Lettres.
A different type of hotel appears in Alain René's Last Year in Marienbad. The plot is ridiculous. A man meets a beautiful woman at a luxury spa in Europe. He claims they met the previous year at a different spa. She doesn't remember. They circle around each other people frozen in tableau. And in the end, it just gets crazy. This was the type of meta storytelling that audiences in the 1960s loved because it seemed intellectual and mysterious, like a puzzle needing to be solved. But it's a canard, more of an experiment than a narrative, and it simply can't be taken seriously. But what a magnificent looking movie! The elegant Delphine Seyrig, perfectly coiffed and costumed, gliding through hallways and enhancing the sets like a vase. The camera moves at a slow, hypnotic pace. We are meant to be seduced and manipulated by the camera movement. Consider this moment where Renee cuts from a forward tracking shot to a lateral pan, almost as though we're performing a lane change. It's as though we're being wheeled through these corridors. We are asked to take in the finery, the chandeliers and carpets, the statues and wallpaper and moldings and fixtures.
No.
Then there's the grounds, probably the most famous thing about the movie. Crisscross protagonist, angst-ridden post-war rich people with rich people problems continue their silly debate about whether they met or not in a garden full of statues and topiary, all very rigid and controlled. Again, the camera glides and gazes over a picture-perfect surrounding. Rene began his career as a film editor, and here he uses hard cuts, and he often cuts from two directions at once. He isn't afraid of repetition or abrupt detours. He's very daring. Ultimately, it's impossible to care about these people, but that doesn't make the movie any less watchable. Viewing it is like taking a strange vacation. I've just imagined staying at this hotel. But it would only be great if it were in black and white and scored with haunting atonal organ music right out of the Phantom of the Opera. In The Wolfman, Lon Chaney Jr. plays a rich kid who returns to the family estate, and one night he takes a girl on a date, and they end up at a fortune teller's place in the forest. She warns him that something terrible will happen to him, and it does. He is attacked by a wolf and turns into a wolfman. The conclusion is predictable, but the movie's best feature is the moonlit forest, a huge studio set adorned with big fake trees and lots of mist. The beauty of the location has to take a back seat to the story, in which Chaney, in Wolfman makeup, commits heinous killings and is eventually pursued and destroyed by village mobs. With the exception of Ridley Scott's Legend, this is the most beautiful and mysterious forest in movies, and if you got lost in it, you might want to stay lost.